Hey guys!
You know who and what it is.
It's the Cool Couple AC. And welcome to episode what?
6
of the Situations Podcast. It is what?
Monday, December 21st.
We were supposed to shoot yesterday, but we had a very special weekend.
Very, very, very special.
Shout out to Josiah on his 10th birthday. He's 10.
The first time.
My son is 10, guys. I would cry.
I remember 10. Do you remember being 10?
No.
You don't remember being 10? I still remember being 10. It's amazing.
I don't know. I actually, if I sit down and think about it, I'll probably remember, but like right now, no.
Yeah, 10 is lit, so.
We took this weekend off to celebrate Josiah. He turned 10, and I hope his weekend was full of love and joy, which I feel like it was. He had a blast at the birthday party we had for him.
Yeah,
so
over and beyond for him. He's having a lot of fun.
He's having a lot of fun. So, but before we get started with anything, please be sure to subscribe to our channel.
Right there.
Turn on the alarm, and the notification bell, I should say.
Yeah, the bell. That's right. That one is right down there. You'll see it. They know what I'm talking about. Like, it's in YouTube.
Y'all know what he's talking about?
It's in YouTube. You see what I'm saying? Even if your screen turns sideways, when you turn it the right way.
That notification bell.
Yeah.
So you guys don't miss our next episode that happens weekly. And like, comment, and let's have some fun. Because we have a serious...
Yeah, we got a spicy one today.
We got a serious question today that we were asked.
You want to introduce the question?
After we, listen, you guys, I know you guys see the vibe on us. I know you guys see the vibe on us. I know you guys see the color, fam. I know you guys see the color.
Hold on, let me just.
Hold on.
Let's.
Y'all want to talk about black-owned businesses?
Let's take some time to appreciate
some black-owned businesses that we know right now.
Yeah,
that we're repping right now.
Okay? Absolutely.
We're repping 2 black-owned businesses. The first one...
I think we should start with the drip.
First one?
Start with the drip, and then we get to the sip.
Y'all...
You know what I'm saying? We'll start with the drip and get to the sip afterwards, but we're going to start with the drip.
So the drip today is provided by who? Right here.
Read that.
Right here. Build your vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what better vibes do you need than highlighter vibes? Like, the colors just make you feel happy and nice and vibrant and excited. I love it. Like, when I saw it, I'm like, whoa. Okay, yeah. I understand the logo, and I respect the fact that the logo goes with the colors.
Yeah, it's
and the name goes with the colors. Like,
it's energetic.
It is energetic, and they were nice enough to provide us a little.
What's the letter?
A little letter. It says, "Thank you for your continual support through the various ventures the brand has been involved in. Your love does not go unnoticed. More blessings and success going into this new year. Love and respect. Build your vibe. A manifestation on one's authentic self." You guys see?
Yo, I'm framing that.
I'm framing this for real.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a frame.
I like this.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a frame for that. That's life. That's love.
They know how energetic we are and crazy we are, and they knew we needed this shit.
There's years of history between us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we go way back. Way back.
Now
we talked about the drip.
You guys know.
Let's get to the sip.
Hold on. You guys know the biggest supporters is yourself, right? Like, the biggest supporter you have before anybody else is yourself. So, we had to get our brand on the Tumblr.
Yo, do the thing that the girls do on the YouTube when they.
Because I'm not doing that.
Okay, go ahead. Do the.
I'm not doing that.
Let them get the O, with the vibe color behind it. Let them get some vibe on it.
You guys know how excited I was to get these?
Jeez.
A local black business at that.
Yeah.
Her name is. Her Instagram name posted right here again.
Boom, get it. Next is product placement. You see that?
Honestly. When I saw her work, I'm like, you know what? Let me try. Let me reach out to her and see. You know when you're first a little bit skeptical, but then when she showed me, I went crazy. I'm like, yeah, Yes. Yeah, yes. And she also made us tea mugs. Like, I was so excited to be able to, like, use these at our podcast. Because you guys already know what's in this. You know what's in this. You know what's in this.
What? Hey. In the comments, what am I drinking? Tell me what I'm drinking. Let's make a game of it. You get it right, DM me. You might get a follow back or a subscription to your channel or a plug to advertise whatever you got going on at the moment.
And she also provided us with a nice little, card.
Yeah.
It says, to the Cool Couple AC, thank you for supporting my small business. Wishing you and your family a happy Christmas. Merry New Year. Cheers to a successful 2021. Blessings, Philly. She's so nice. I love her energy. Crazy. She's so nice. And you guys, if you guys want anything customized, cups, mugs, I'm pretty sure she has a lot more stuff. I just went there for these specifically.
Yeah, make sure you hit her up.
If you guys want things customized, she has really good prices and Black owned. So, and they can make amazing Christmas gifts. So,
around the corner, man, don't lack.
Thank you guys, both you guys, Build Your Vibe and Philly Prince for these things.
Yeah.
I love it.
So, now that we got the sponsorships out the way.
I gotta sip before.
I've been sipping. This is actually very wonderful. I'm not even gonna front.
No, this tastes bomb.
Put one big piece of ice in here, make the whole drink consistently cold. There wasn't no warm spots. Beautiful. Loved it.
All right, so let's get into the real sauce.
All right.
The hot sauce. The hot topic.
Oh, man.
Got this question, right? And the question goes.
It was a simple question, but a very layered question. You know what I'm saying? It had a lot of layers to it.
When you hear the question, you're going to obviously think something's going to pop in your head right away. And you're going to say, well, obviously this. But when you really sit back and think about it, there's so much things than just the one thing that you think about in your head. So,
all right. So
the question goes. How does the question go?
It was a woman that wrote in the question, and she said, how do you keep your man from cheating? How do you how do you prevent that from happening? If you're in a relationship with somebody, how do you control your partner in a way where they don't cheat on you? Okay? And off the rip, right off the top of my head, I didn't launch this answer out. But I thought to myself, you can't really make you can't make a man stop. You can't make him do that. You can't. No matter how much you might persuade a man's thoughts and his actions, as much as you may influence his decisions, you can't make him not cheat. That, in my opinion, is an individual choice.
Now, as a woman, I'm going to speak from my point of view and say sometimes men make it look like if you're not doing something right, then they're going to have to step out and find what you're not doing right in another woman. Or if you're not providing him with whatever he wants at the time, he's going to have to go and find another woman to provide it for him. So wants the best of both worlds, right? I disagree with that. Why? Because I feel like cheating is a mental thing, and I feel like it's something that you grow out of if you do it in the first place.
Reason why I think that it's more so the choice of the guy to not want to cheat is because, I put it like this. If he knows he wants this girl here, right? Mm-hmm. But he knows getting this one means he has to not get those girls. The rest of them, any other option, mm-hmm. It's really up to the power of, is this girl, how is she for me? It's just, is she the one?
That's where
connecting, you know what I'm saying? If it's not that, but I know she's just going to be a thing,
I think.
It's not her. It's not. No. It's not the girl. It's not me making the girl feel like she's not the one or whatever. It's just me knowing I'm not going to commit to her. Because I know she's not the one, but she's an option. Once you're in when you're in the option section, mm-hmm. you don't drop all of your options for an option. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that. You don't have a bunch of maybes in hand and go, oh man, another maybe, and then drop it for a maybe. You keep all the maybes in the pile. I
get it, but I think a man knows if he's going to be committed to his woman or not. Like, I'm not even if the man is committed at first, I feel like he knows if he's gonna get tempted easily to want to cheat. I think he already knows that. I don't think it's a thing where you get into a relationship and then the girl does something and it's like, oh, now you made me cheat, because no one can make you do anything. You chose to do it.
Watch this bomb now. There's a difference between getting into a relationship with the woman you want and the woman that you can get. Those are two different types of relationships. Those are two different types of relationships. When you get with somebody that you can get, you don't treat them the way you get somebody you want. You treat those things differently. You eat McDonald's way differently than you eat filet mignon. Like, you get a medium fries and a junior chicken from McDonald's, you'll box that, no manners, sauce on your chin, you don't care. But you're going to filet mignon, you're going to go get a high-priced meal, what are you going to go do? Dress up, dress shoes, shower twice before you go to the restaurant, cologne.
No.
Think about conversation for the food. Like, you don't put that effort into a burger.
So then, my question for you as a man then, if a woman comes to you and lays out what she wants for herself, right? Mm-hmm. So she comes, you first meet her, and then she tells you her goals. She tells you what she wants for her life and her future, right?
Yeah.
So she goes, I'm looking for someone where in 5 years we can be married. I'm looking for someone where they're comfortable enough to give me a kid in 5 years. I'm looking for someone that wants to vacation with me and travel to 6 countries in the next 5 years. Like, not those things specifically, but she lays out her game plan of what she wants for her life because she knows she's ready to settle down, right? Uh-huh. Cool. And even though the man knows that he's going to be selling things out the back of his car for the next 5 years, that's his plan. Let me pause.
Okay.
Pause.
Okay, go ahead.
Even though the man knows, that he's going to be doing his own thing, like, that's not his game plan. Like, her game plan is not his game plan. He knows it's not. He still goes, nah, like, honestly, we're on the same page. Like, we think alike. Those are my goals too. Like, shorty, we can do this, bro. We can get this money, shorty. We can do this. And the girl's so happy because she's like, oh my gosh, I finally found someone who really believes and wants the things that I want. But he well and knows he don't want that. He just wants to get with her. Like, why not just say, okay, her goals are not what I want. It's too much for me. So I'm gonna try someone else. Like, I that's too much. I don't want to lead her on. And then what? Now you're in a relationship, right? And you're laughing. Why?
Because the answer to these things are so obvious. Huh? No, I'm not being an asshole, but I'm hear me out, okay? So the girl lays out all of what she wants, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Guy knows that's not what he wants for you, so says, okay, yeah, no, we can get this money, we can do whatever, right? Yeah, obviously because he can get her. And she's obviously gonna fall for it. Because there's girls that don't fall for that.
Oh, no, I know. No, I know she's going to fall for it. I mean, like, in a perfect world, a guy would be respectful and say, like, you know what? That's not what I want. And I want you to find someone that, that has the same goals as you, right? In a perfect world. But that's not the world we live in. The guy's going to agree and he's going to say, I want that. Exactly.
Guys are the only ones guilty of that role.
No, guys are not the only ones guilty of that, but this is a question from a woman. So I'm talking, this is a question about men specifically. It's
so then let me break it down then, because there's different
break it down now.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more than one way it falls out. What? There's more than one way it falls out, because obviously, every guy's a cheater? Every guy's a bad guy?
No, I didn't say that.
All right, then. So there's different way it falls out. It's not like, okay.
No, I asked you a question. I said, why, what's a reason? Well, we already know one reason, as in, the guy just, he wants her, right? He wants the girl, that's why he tells her whatever and leads her on or whatever the case is.
And, but and then another reason is, like, it's not just him. Like, she's gettable. Like, she's gettable. Like, she can get God. Like, it's not just all on him. Like, again, a strong point just made. Not all girls fall for that game. They go, oh, nah, you're whack, whatever. There's girls who look at guys being told all the time, that guy's whack. He's just gonna... you don't know him. And it's like, what do you talk? The block is telling you that this guy's a fool. What are you talking to me about right now?
I know. Okay, yeah. For those ones, okay, I get it.
But for the ones I'm not being mean again.
No, because some guys can talk a good game, and get the girl.
Yeah, but even to the girls who get the good game, there's still guys who spit good game and get turned down because those girls go, it's still game, and they go, nah, you got me, no, you got me, and then they go for girls like just fall for it. That's the game.
No, you're not giving me a wrong answer. That's why I wanted to ask because
but that's why I was asking before because it's like. Yeah, everything was like, yeah, of course. That's what he wants. It's play around for him.
But there's some women out there that don't know. So I feel like I'm putting them onto things. If it's like, okay, this is the scenario that they're probably in, and hey, he's probably just using you to whatever the case is.
As bad as again this is gonna sound, there are just certain people who don't want to hear it and they gotta feel it. And to that, I can't keep talking, and I'm not being mean, to them. I can't do... Hey, if you put your hand in fire, it's going to burn you. But you don't know that. Maybe, but it's going to burn you. Well, I feel differently. Oh, okay, cool. That's good about how you feel, but it's fire, and it's going to burn your hand. Well, my heart says I'll be fine. Oh, okay.
See, the problem with that is I wouldn't make it past but from I tell you something, like I know I'm giving you genuine advice, especially because it's somewhere where I've been before, and it's not just me trying to tell you what to do. Like if you come to me for advice and say like, hey, this is what's going on in my relationship, the guy's doing this, he's cheating on me, and whatever the case is, and I don't know what to do, I'm gonna relay a message and say, or I'm gonna give you advice, like. Advice that I feel like is good enough, even though some people might not take it. But my advice would be, you know what? If it's something consistent where he's always doing that, where he's not respecting you, and it's not just a one-time thing, but it's constant, and you're just sitting there taking it. He's always gone, and you're home by yourself all the time, and he doesn't care about you, and he shows he doesn't care about you, and you're always crying, and he's happy living his life. My advice is gonna be, you know what? Honestly, you need to find your happiness. Leave. He's probably gonna be like, oh no, sorry, my bad, I'm gonna change. No, that's a tactic. Leave. Yeah, leave. Find your happiness. Let him figure himself out, because it's not cool that you have to be ran through the mud just because he doesn't know what he wants yet. Just because he wants his cake to have his cake and eat it too. So that's my advice. My advice would be to leave. And if you choose to stay, that's fine. But I feel like me giving people advice from my point of view, from me being there myself, I feel like I'm helping them. So yeah, you're right. It's some people will definitely be like, yeah, but what if okay, no, but yeah, but okay, if, and that can be annoying, like, but then that's their lesson to learn in life.
Again, like I can't get mad. There's been times I've had girls reach out to me bawling, oh, this guy did the worst. I can't believe men are like this. I'm like, yeah, well, you know what? If you feel so badly about it, maybe you should, take some time to evaluate how you feel. Fuck you, you don't know him. This is just a phase. You don't know what he's been through.
Those are the ones.
What do you mean? You don't, what? So why am I here? Why am I a part of this? What do you...
Those are the ones. I know, that one's annoying, I can't lie.
Again, I don't like to... I hate talking about certain things because when I start to get real and blunt and talk about the real, it almost sounds like I'm a woman hater.
But what do you think about? Oh no, you're not a woman hater.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
we're not hating on anybody, and everyone goes through things. Things happen. It's fine. You'll get over it. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm not speaking off of an example of just being a guy who's only ran game on girls and just or whatever. I've had girls run game on me too and break my little piece of heart.
No, but this is what the podcast is for. General conversation. Conversation that people don't like to have. General discussions that people don't like to have. And
but again, but for I laugh sometimes because for me, I got gamed for years, bro, and I had no idea. I had no idea until I caught on once. I'm like, this has been happening. That's what's been going on. Yo, for a month and a half straight, I felt like shit. But then after that, I got over it. I'm like, Happens to everyone. It's a part of life. It
is a part of life, but again, you know everyone deals with the situations differently. So some may take a year to get over it. Some may never get over it. Some may take a week or the same day to get over it. So, you know,
that's where it gets to a point where, like, after a while, it's like, yo, do you want to keep living your life, or do you want to keep living in the day where you just regret one thing that happened time and time further away from today? You know what
honestly, so like. Back to that question. How do you prevent a man from cheating? I don't think you can. You can't prevent a man from cheating. I feel like he has to mentally be there himself. Because for him to not want to cheat, it's kind of like a thing where he made the decision to say, okay, I got my dog out. I did what I had to do for years now. Now he's ready. Like, I feel like, I'm not going to say I don't agree with it, but a woman proposing to a man, to me, is like, because it's not like a woman can't propose to men, but a woman knows when she's ready. A woman knows when she wants to settle down. A woman knows when, like, okay, yo, I want my husband now. A man takes longer than a woman to realize when he wants to settle down. So, like, yeah, I feel like proposing to a man is kind of iffy because he might say yes and not be ready.
I don't think it's a thing that men take longer. I think as many checklists as women have, I think I think men are a little more picky choosy about who they want than women are. I know women pick and choose and say whatever, but like ultimately one very good quality over the rest of them overshining could typically thwart like someone to be like, yeah, you know, well, he has all the money.
But that's why I say, like, a man has to be the one to be committed and know he's ready to settle down.
You really want to know, ladies, how you make your man not cheat? You have to, and this is going to sound painful, you have to give him the option, but not the opportunity. Now hear me out. I'm going to preach to you. You have to give your man the option, but not the opportunity to cheat. And I'll tell you why. You force someone's hand and tell them, yo, you can't do this, and they're going to go, excuse me? Especially a man who doesn't... It's not like you're saying, if you do this, you hurt me. You're just flat out saying, you're with me now. You can't do that because I said so. That sounds
they're going to do it. Whether it's a man or a woman.
That sounds like a breakable, non-jail binding law. So that's not something you do. If you really want someone not to treat you bad, treat them the way you want to be treated. Mm-hmm. I think it's something called the golden rule. We all learned in kindergarten.
Mm. Treat people the way you want to be treated.
Yeah, just do unto others. Hey, you don't want someone to cheat on you? Guess what? Try not to find cheaty, slime-bally people. Try to know everything that glitters ain't gold. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what? From a woman, from speaking to a lot of women, obviously, I hear these are kind of excuses I hear that men give as to why they cheated, which is whatever. But every day when I come home from work, you're always with the kids and dinner's not ready. Not considering that she's taking care of the kids, okay? And then he feels like, okay, well, I'm going to go to a woman that doesn't have kids, so then I don't have to deal with kids. And I know when I get home, my food's going to be on the table. Selfish, but that's an excuse I heard. I hear, you don't clean up the way I want you to, or clean up enough, or whatever. Meanwhile, he's working and she's working, but she gets home first, and he expects her to come home, clean the house, so when he gets home, he has a clean place to sit in. Again, I don't think that's fair, because when you're in a relationship, it's teamwork, no?
Is it not? I mean, every dynamic of every relationship is different, whether it comes down to teamwork or like how things go in the household or who gets money where. Every single relationship is different. There's no two alike like a snowflake. I don't care if it's me and you sitting with another guy and a girl who are married and we're the same age, they met the same way and they have the same life, same amount of kids. They have different rules in their relationship, and I guarantee I know it.
Yo, no way. You know, one thing I don't like is seeing men, literally, they're in a relationship, they have a kid. That girl changes after the kid, and he, not even changes, but like things aren't the same as they used to be, obviously, because you have to adjust when you have a baby. And he goes, you know what? I don't even want this no more. Like, yo, honestly, taking care of the kids is too much for him. So he wants to go to a woman that doesn't have a child now. So now there's a woman that has a child, and now he's with a woman that doesn't have a child. He gets that woman pregnant now. Now it's 2 women that have children, and he doesn't want a woman that has... Why leave a trail of your seed if you're not going to help it grow? Like, why do that? Why do men want children? Mm-hmm. And when it gets a little too hard for them, it's like, nah, I'm out. And then they go and make the same mistake again, and now it's just like 5 women that have his child, and he's off married to someone and living his life with someone that doesn't have children at all.
Well, as someone who never did
That's a random question, but I was just thinking about it.
As someone who never did it, I guess the only reason I can see, like, when I had my first daughter, I looked at her and I'm like, I was appreciative. I was happy. I didn't cry. I wasn't sobbing, but I looked at her and I was just like soaking in the moment. I loved it. But I was scary, and I'm like, I get it. Because there's no way a man can build a bond with a child stronger than the woman who's carrying the child. The woman who's carrying the child is always going to have the deeper, way more interconnected bond with the child than the father will. And at times, when women are going through their hormonal changes, they don't realize when they have their little episodes or when they have their moments of being depressed. It's even harder for the guy to try to get a moment of like, well, let me try to like get in and do something, especially when it's like a new child with a woman, and like the mother instincts kick in, and it's like, well, you can't stop the baby from crying, I can, and the baby doesn't even want to go to the dad, it wants to feed off the breast milk for the mom. Like, it's really not inclusive for the dad until like maybe 4 or 5 months.
Oh no, I'm not talking about not being able to connect during the pregnancy. And
but that contributes.
I'm talking about men that mentally just say like, yeah, I don't want to take care of it.
Contribute to not wanting to be there. You think if it was like, yo, I really feel needed, I can't really like ditch my family like that.
So you don't think there's men out there that selfishly choose to leave just because they just don't want to deal with it?
Yeah, but even the ones who get involved, like it, I'm telling you, I can't speak for the ones who don't do it because I'm not a man who did it, but I can only imagine for the guys who did it, they felt a lot of the... I'm a guy who takes care of his kids full time, and I even experienced just being a father and going, okay, well, the baby's crying, I think I want to try and hold it. No, I have to hold it. I have to be the one to calm her down. I'm the mom. You cannot do it. That's
not how it goes. It's because I have to breastfeed.
I can't do that.
Oh,
that's
no.
What I'm saying.
I thought you were saying like that's what I was saying.
No, but regardless, like I can't do the things you can do for the baby. That, you know what I'm saying? You can do things for the baby.
No, I understand where you're coming from with that. But again, I wasn't speaking on like... If I could give an example of somebody, I would.
But I'm saying I'm not that, so I can't speak for that. I can only speak
I was just saying what you think, how you think men think in general.
No, that's not in general. I can't speak for guys who walk out on their kids and don't go and don't be there. So the most I can do is imagine a scenario why that would happen. I can imagine that. I can also imagine guys just going, fuck this, and leaving too. Like, nah, it's one of the chick. This is fuck this. That's just one. I can see that too. But
yeah, so
I can see more reason than... I can't see the only reason why guys walk out on their family just because they get to fuck it, and then they just leave. Like there's some situations
there's different. These are just a couple scenarios that we're talking about. There's so much other things that could happen and ways that could happen or whatever the case is. But again, like even touching back on the question that we had, a man can have a perfect woman. Like no one's perfect, but a man can have a perfect woman. She does, everything he likes. She speaks to him in the way he likes. Why you gas? No, I'm gonna finish. She's easy to communicate with. She's understanding. She doesn't belittle him, and if things go wrong with him, she'll work. Like a man. Sometimes some men can have women that are the whole package. And again, it's not because the woman does anything wrong, but if a man is not mentally prepared to settle down himself and to make the choice that he wants to settle down himself, I don't think that he's going to be able to commit 100% to that woman, even though she gives him everything he wants. I don't think he's going to be able to, like, commit to the woman 100%. Only because, like, he's not mentally there. So he could walk down the street with you and then see another woman that's good looking, and then he's looking, and then there's an argument now because it's like, yo, why are you staring at another woman? And it's like, yo, he can control himself, but at the same time, because he's not mentally prepared to, again, be committed to one woman, he doesn't really have any self-control at the moment. So it's not really something that you can do to prevent your man from cheating. You just need to make sure or speak to him and understand where he is mentally when it comes to those kind of things. And sometimes you're not going to get the honest answer, obviously. Like, no. You know, but that's just what I'm thinking. I know, again, there's other ways and other things and different scenarios and whatever the case is, but that I don't know.
Sometimes she's just not the one, no matter how much she thinks she is the one. And that hurts to say, but let me explain it. Sometimes she thinks doing all the things that she's checking off on her list is going to make him stay, because in her mind, that's what would make her stay. If she were to get all the things that's dishing up, because she's living in a world where it's realistic, where people do things for people that they want done for themselves. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, some people get caught up in the act of doing because they know it's a good thing to do, and get caught up just trying to be a good person, so much so that they'll blindly let bad things happen to them in the name of them still being a good person. And being true. Fair enough, I can see women going out more so on a ledge trying to be better people than men, on a limb trying to be a better person. I can give it up to women to that. And I'll say, put 5 women, 5 men in a lineup right now and just see who tries to be a better person first. My bet is that a female is going to win that. That's where my money goes on.
That's ego.
Know what I'm saying? Like,
no, you're right. You're right on that one. So, like, another question, the same question. No, not same question, sorry. Another thing we were asked was, like, regarding our personal marriage and, like, our personal relationship. And it was like, what are some things that you guys do to, like, keep each other from cheating? But again, I can't keep him from cheating. If he wants to cheat, he's good. Like, yes, you get married, but you have the ring on, but at the same time, we're choosing to make the commitment because this is something we want to do. We both have the same views on a relationship. We both have the same perspectives on how we would like things to flow in our house, especially with our children and stuff like that. So it's easy for us to work together and get things done, or to know not to cross the line when it comes to each other. Before you were just gonna say something, but I think
I was gonna say that like with a relationship like this, it's not a thing where, like, speaking from a guy's point of view, I'm not looking at my wife and saying like, yo, I don't want you talking to this guy, that guy, whatever. It's more so like, for me, I gotta see how you want to move. That's what allows me to be with you and, like, operate this relationship ultimately. Because, like, I'm not forcing you to do things for me. I don't ever try to pressure you into trying to do things for me. If you want to do something for me, I let it be your idea. And if you want to continue to do things for me, I'm going to let that be your idea. But then I'll obviously, like, be thankful that's what you want to do. And I'm not going to take it for granted, because that's just the type of person I am. But I'm not sitting here demanding love, you know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like, for me, God forbid, knock on wood, if your heart ever lusted for someone else, that would be a situation where I'd have to take the L and go, you know what? I can't get it back. Maybe I messed up. Maybe she did something to me. Maybe the whole dynamic of something changed, and it's like, okay, whatever. But God forbid that happens. I'm not going to let any petty squabbles come between anything, because 1, no one's perfect. Number 2, no one's done growing, so we don't know everything yet.
We don't know what the future is going to hold.
Dog,
we don't know what the next year is going to hold in 5 years.
Yeah. Bro, and I don't even know. I don't know what 35 holds, bro. I just hit 31.
But what we can speak on is like, what I can speak on is like right now. As of right now.
Yeah, I keep it
for
chill.
For instance, if we have an argument, we have a disagreement, one way we get through our problem is by giving each other space. And some people are like, what? But I feel I've seen scenarios where guy and girl gets into an argument or something happens and they disagree with it. And instead of like taking a breather to think about what they're going to say before they say it, before they offend each other, before they say the wrong things that they can't take back, they're at each other's throats and then the wrong things are said. And then you can't repair that because it's already said. So instead of that, he'll stay by his music. I'll be in the room with the baby and we'll just be quiet. We're going to parent the same way we would if we were okay. We're going to do the things we're going to do if we were okay.
Kids, because it's not fair that if me and her feel like not speaking, that the kids got to go through silence, and I'm not going to be mean to the kids. You know what I'm saying? That's weird.
We still talk to each other or whatever the case is. The kids will know, we'll notice that we're not talking to each other the way we would usually talk to each other. But again, the day will go by.
Yeah, it's not like a thing where like, I'm not going to be outside and then like the kids will come see me and say, oh, are you mad? And go, yo, you know what? Your mother decided to... Like, it's never a thing where like we speak each other... That's another big thing. We never speak ill of each other to the children. That's something you
not even like... I don't think we ever... Since we've been together, I don't think we've ever called each other out of our name.
Never.
Like I know I've never called him out of his name. Like, to his face, behind his back.
Ever.
I've never, called anybody talking bad about him whenever we get into a situation, because again, continuing what I was saying before, it's a thing where the day flows how it's supposed to flow, and then at nighttime when the kids are sleeping now, we'll go in the room and it's like, okay, so what about today upset you? How did we get here? What's going on?
Like something happened. What is it? Let's get to it.
And most of the time, you know what? It's a misunderstanding. Most of the time it's like, oh, I didn't mean it that way. And then it's
once you get past that, it's like, all right, well, you didn't mean it that way. Okay, now I can accept the situation for something different versus what I thought it was, and that helps speed that part of it is so sick because you feel your whole gut go from fucking stupid to I'm hungry, bro. I'm bored. I want to do something.
Yeah, again, we apologize. And we take
accountability.
Take accountability, and also we learn new things about each other all the time. So if we get into an altercation where we don't speak for a whole day and then we end up speaking again, now I know that something was done that he didn't like, or he knows that something was done that I don't like. So, and we make sure we try our best so that we don't have that happen again. We consider each other's what's the word I'm looking for? We consider each other's boundaries and triggers. Mm-hmm. We consider each other's triggers. That's a big one. So you don't, just because you know what makes someone upset doesn't mean that whenever you're mad now, you can go pushing their buttons thinking oh yeah, so I know that he doesn't like me doing this, and because I'm mad now, I'm going to do it just to piss him off. So that's not a healthy relationship. Communication, giving each other space, taking the time to talk, taking the time to understand, apologize, work together, even when things are not good, in your situation in a whole, not the relationship between you two, but even when things are not good in outside of the relationship, where now, let's say your guys fall on your face now, or you're in you guys hit rock bottom. Absolutely. Don't ever turn your back on each other. Still work together, because when you guys get to a point in life where you defeated where you the low points in your life, and now you're up there, now you're good, now you have big house and whatever the case is, you're gonna appreciate everything and each other even more because you guys did it together.
Yeah, fact.
So yeah, that's a little bit of what I have to say about that question.
I think I've touched on everything that I can for that answer in the best way that I can. I tried to communicate it in a way where it was insightful. I honestly wasn't trying to be I know some things might have rubbed some skins the wrong way, but I wasn't trying, so it's all good. We're all here.
There's so much more that can come out of this conversation, but we want to just give a little bit of what we think about that question. So to sum it up, you can't keep someone from cheating. They have to want it for themselves to not to know that they only want you and they want to spend the rest of their life with you or whatever the case is. So it's a mental thing and a self-control thing. Yeah,
again, a last gem, just like recognize the signs, man. Don't ignore flags. Don't ignore things.
Yeah, definitely don't ignore the red flags. Don't ignore the red flags. But yeah, man, let us know. We have more questions to answer on this topic, but this is what we have to say for now.
Shoot. In the comments, answer some questions for us, man. Do you think that you can stop your partner from cheating? Do you think there's anything your partner can do to make you cheat on them?
Do you think that you should take responsibility if your partner cheats? Yeah, we want to know what you guys think about this topic. I know it's a sticky topic overall, but I want to hear opinions. Yeah, we want to hear everyone's opinions. So
yeah.
Honestly, thank you guys for watching and
thanks for listening and thanks for coming out.
Subscribe, share, and we're gonna see you guys in the next 7 days.
Until next time.
Peace, guys.